Hi everybody, it's Yuki for the Mario Yuki channel, and I hope you guys have been very good while I've been a little bit away from this channel. But I am happy to announce we are coming back to Mario Yuki, and there's gonna be some changes, however, to the way we do things here on the channel. I don't think you guys noticed, but I did drop a trial run for something called Game and Music for Mario Golf Toadstool Tour. So hopefully you guys enjoying that one. But the real reason why I'm making this video for this channel is because I am back. I am going to return to MarioYuki again. But there's gonna be some changes with this. So I've been looking at the what's been going on with the channel with the numbers and stuff, and I see you guys enjoy the mini ROM hacks for Mario 64. For example, you guys have been enjoying the the an adventure and a half and something like Captain Toad, and of course new Mario Brothers 64. That's the biggest one, the biggest video I have on this channel when I first started this last year. So, and then we also had like something like Seaside Village. Okay, so what's been going on? Why the break? Why no content on this channel other than game and music? It's because I'm trying to look for good ROM hacks to play, and it's been a little rough. Like I know where to look for them. It's just which ones are the good ones to play, which ones are not the good ones to play. I look at quality over quantity on this channel. So I want to explain my process of looking for a ROM hack and playing it because there's two different things. And then I'm going to be talking about how I'm coming back and will there be live streams again? And will I use my character, the one I used to have for this channel? I'll explain that in a moment. So let's talk about the process of me looking for a ROM hack for Mario 64. So I use a site called romhacking.com. Everybody does. Looking for ROM hacks to play and ROM hacks to make and upload the ROM hack. So there's a few things I look for when it comes to a ROM hack that I think you guys will enjoy rather than me getting frustrated. The first thing I look for is the rating. So rating, we're talking about how good is it based on community review. A high rating most likely is going to get me to play it for the channel. So if we took a look at rating, high to low, the best one out there as of this moment is this one, Serene Fusion by multiple authors, including AGLAB 2. You've seen hacks from him, including Bro Doot. You've seen hacks from him too. Dan GPTV and Jesus Yoshi 54. This hack has a total rating of 9.34 out of 10, which is really good. So you may see me play this on my return, like a series on it for itself. Another good hack, according to this, a short hack actually, is Mystery of the Capsmith demo by Jen GPTV, which has a 9.919 out of 10. Again, very good. So I look for good ratings. We also have an interesting ROM hack. I think a lot of people have seen this before. Shotgun Mario 64. It's basically exactly what it sounds like. Mario has just turned into an FPS master, basically. The rating is a 9.15 out of 10. So maybe I can try that, but we'll see. And then another good one, according to this, is Star Revenge 6.25 Luigi's Adventure DX has a 9.06 out of 10 out of with 216 stars to get. Keep in mind that I did want to try a Star Revenge series But I decided to take a break from the channel. Let's see what happens with the ROM hack. And on my main channel, Yuki Productions, so far, a lot of people who watch Yuki Productions want the ROM hacks for Super Mario World. You guys here want the ROM hacks for this game, Super Mario 64. So I'm gonna continue that. But I'm going to start slow. I'm not gonna go jump in with like 100-star run. No way. No thanks. We're gonna start slow. So when I get started again with this channel, do look out for mini ROM hack, potentially 10 stars or less is what I call a mini ROM hack before I jump into the big boys again. Because there are some good big boys I want to play. But with me returning, it's going to be a little bit more difficult. Okay? Now, will there be any crossover um, ROM hack with Mario? For example, Chow Bandstand is actually a ROM hack that is a crossover with Sonic because you're playing as Cream the Rabbit and not Mario. I'm thinking about it, but I want to keep it Mario related. Like completely Mario here on the channel, okay? Now, let's talk about another thing I look for when going to pick a ROM hack. What I look for is difficulty. How difficult is the ROM hack to play based on the community? For example, Serene Fusion has a 9.34 out of 10, but the difficulty is 5, almost 5, 4.89. Which is, which according to romhacking.com is going to be considered a classic SM64 difficulty. Actually, yeah, nearly moderate actually. So when they say classic Super Mario 64, they're talking about how it relates to the original Mario 64 back in the 90s when it first came out. That's a 4 out of 10. So 4 out of 10 on the difficulty is like saying it's as difficult as the original Mario 64. This one is close to moderate, but not too moderate. Is what they're saying here for Serene Fusion for this ROM hack. Another one, like for example, let's say this one, let's say this one right here, Super Joan Bro 64 2 redone. The difficulty is a 3, meaning it's easier than a 4. So that's another thing I look forward to when picking a ROM hack. The third thing I look into is going to be upload date because I want to play the most recent one that is in there. That is in my criteria. Okay. The fourth is the actual ROM hack in detail. Let's take a look, for example, a Permafrost Tower by Perfection. I also look at screenshots. The reason why is because I want to see what the platforming looks like. How is the platforming related to the original Mario 64? And based on this, it's not too bad. It's doable. But I also look at reviews. That's my fifth thing I look into. Okay. The most interesting the viewer is this one, Elazul, who actually goes into detail on the points. Yeah, for the example, this one is about the camera. Yeah, and he says skip it on the thing here, and then other things. So then I actually play the hack. I record it and stuff, and then based on how I play and based on what I think, Do I continue or do I drop it? Or as we say, skip it in this case. I have been I've been lucky to get good ones where I don't skip it. Okay? So that's been good. But again, I have very particular criteria about that particular thing, about that subject. So to make sure to understand that I do look into quality before I play. Quality first, before anything. Okay? Now, other things I look forward to. I look to how many stars does it have? If it has too many stars, I am not playing. No way. Because I don't have that much time. Okay? Because I have other content to play with. But if it's a good one and I'm enjoying it, maybe I'll consider that as as a exception to the rule. And there are not many for that. Okay? So make sure you guys understand that I look to see which ones are the good ones, which ones need some work, and all that. I always make sure that the ROM hack in question is not Kaizo, non-Kaizo hack. But how can you tell it's a Kaizo hack? Because if you look at the way the difficulty is here, if it's red, it means it's a Kaizo hack, even if it's a 1 out of 10 on the difficulty for Kaizo. That's still a Kaizo hack, 1 out of 10. Okay? And if it's too hard, where I have to learn this, and then have to learn about mechanics, and I have to learn about this and that, where I have to study the game like it's a school course, then no, I'm not going to dive my time into that. That's way too hard, way too difficult, and remember, I am not Mitch Flower Power, no way. I mean, that guy can speed run a ROM hack with no effort because he's that good. Okay, so when I look into ROM hacks, I have to look at the reasonable good ones without being too hard. That's my criteria. Now, what about live streams? Are they coming back? So when I started live streaming on MarioYuuki, I had a few ideas for this. One of them is VTubing. What is a VTubing? VTubing is where you have a character representing your brand. For example, like this, in Last Impact, I had a character I model thing here that moves when I move. I still know what the software is, by the way. I still have it, by the way. So as you can see here, the model is moving when I'm moving. And keep in mind, the reason why I got into VTubing in the first place is because of my main channel, I do VR chat. So I am used to characters and stuff, obviously. But this is the first time I got into VTubing as a whole with my Mario thing. So as you can see here, I design I go into the software for the VTubing thing and I decided to paint the letter M like Mario would for his hat. That was the design choice because I'm playing a Mario game. The other things I did with my character, believe it or not, I had different costumes or different t-shirts. And I changed it to blue at some point as well in during the whole B2B era, if you will, of my content. And actually there it is. There's blue. So I went to blue for some time. I had a blue shirt at some time. Then in some cases I would promote a content creator. Yes, I actually promoted a content creator while doing that. When I first learned about VTubing, and that content creator is still streaming today. He's my he's my buddy Jimmy Dukes Gaming. I actually designed I actually designed a shirt based around his colors, like the black and red. I think I still remember how to do it. And I tried to replicate his logo for the shirt, and it turned out pretty good, I gotta say. But but yeah, I used to do that. Now, will live streams return? I have to think about it because if I see my main channel with the Zuki Productions with the Mario ROM hack, the Mario World ROM hacks doing good, then I'll think about it. Are we gonna have a Mario Day? Yes, we have a Mario Day, but it's a Mondays and it's a Monday night. It's we have a Mario game, the normal Mario game. Then we have the Mario Maker. What could happen if you guys want live streams back here is we switch on Wednesdays. So instead of playing the Mario game on Wednesdays, we're gonna play a Mario ROM hack live on Wednesdays. It would still be considered a Mario Wednesday, but instead of the main channel, we're gonna be doing this channel for Mario Hack. Keep in mind, on the main channel, we are currently playing Mario Golf, Toadstool Tour, and there is a double sabotage. We have the Wheel Club sabotage, and the second one is the fact that I have to use my Hedgehog OC, which is Francis the Hedgehog. So that is a requirement because they voted for that particular incentive in the case. Now, another thing, if live streams do return on this channel, and I think you see where I'm going with this. So, in my main channel, I have something called Yuki Coin, which is a virtual currency which allows you to grab special items like sound effect. You can make me play a sound effect. You can make me do things like that, sabotages, the wheel, the Mario, etc. So we're about to have a Yuki Coin giveaway on Saturday because it's Mario Maker night. So what happens is I give away the Yuki Coin, da 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 da, and stuff and stuff. Whoever wins the whole jackpot. By the way, I am thinking of bringing that here, and but there's gonna be some changes. It's not gonna be called Yuki Coin on this channel, but it is related to Mario. I am thinking of give. I'm thinking of calling it Star Coins. Now, what am I talking about? Or I'm thinking of calling it Stars or Dragon Coins, whatever you want to call it. It has to be Mario related though, because this is a Mario channel. So if I do that, we're gonna be doing Mario related currency. Coins is already overused because I'm using it on the main channel. It's called Yuki Coin. Second, if I say Yuki Coin, everybody's gonna think that it's cryptocurrency. I don't want to do that. And third, it has to make sense. So what's gonna happen? So I want to explain the Yuki Coin thing before I go further. So on my main channel, Yuki Productions, we've been doing the Yuki Coin incentives, and here on Mario Maker, let's go to six. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you the layout. So here we're currently doing a Super World by J the Kid 1. And as you can see in the middle, around the middle somewhere there, you see a jackpot of 9,800 Yuki coin. Now, the reason why I want to point this out is because this particular channel, the main channel, Yuki Production, has a few things I want to try with the Yuki coin, including Yuki coin incentives, which allows you to vote on an incentive, but instead of using donations like money donations, you can use your Yuki coin to vote for something, and you can use as many as you want as long as you have enough. For example, you can vote for new world, new game, etc. With your Yuki coin, and you can use more than one. The limit is how much you have, though. Okay? How does this work for Mario Yuki, however, if you want to go for this route? Well, here's how this works. You get to select a game that you want me to try out. The layout for Mario Yuki looks like this originally. As you can see on the top, the layout is this. So we had the name of the hack, we had the how many stars, how many points I got for the Mario website thing that is there. The name of the hack, the difficulty, the rating, the author, the star count, how many points for 100% bonus, and how many stars minimum to clear. So in this example, we have 34 out of 122. We can't clear it yet, obviously, because we don't have 50. We don't have no 50 stars, no 50 cents. Okay? Now, if we do the Yuki Coin incentives, which I'm going to call it differently, if we do live streams here, then you can vote on a game. I want to explain where this idea of incentives comes from. It's coming from Awesome Games Done Quick. Of any year, by the way, any year. It doesn't have to be 2024, but I just want to show you what the example is. So we're going to take a look at an example of a run, Gyromite, for example, but I'm going to go over the incentive section. The run itself was actually pretty fun because it was done by a dog, but I'm not talking about the dog today. I'm gonna be showing you this. So we have a challenge. So in Awesome Games Done Quick, you have this incentive program. So you donate to the charity Prevent Cancer Foundation. So for example, there's $5,178, but for this incentive of the Hades run, Pel Pet Serbius 500 per feet, 500 per pet. In order for this incentives to be met, there needs to be a total of $15,000 donated to the charity for that challenge. If that incentive is met with $15,000, then that challenge is official, and that challenge or that runner needs to have that Pet Serbius thing. The other thing we can try on the Mariyuki channel is something called Bid Wars. So as you can see here, we have a challenge, we have a language choice, and the way this works for Octopath Traveler, you have two choices, one and two. You choose between one or the other. But because we're using the virtual currency, you can actually both. You do both. You just have to do two different commands. For example, the language choice for Octopath Traveler, as you can see, there's two choices, English and Japanese. Currently, in this particular example, English is winning 75 to 25%. How can we tell that? Because the English version has $599. The Japanese version has $200. So it's basically 6 to 2. It's very 75 to 25. It's very close to yeah, it's 75-25. 600 to 200. That's basically um 400 difference. So we can do something similar with bid wars. Except now you're going to vote on the next ROM hack for me to play live, for example. How do you vote? You the virtual currency. Now, if we get to that point on that channel where we can do memberships on YouTube, or something related to something like this, we can do like bid wars with donations. Like the same thing, same rules. Now, what about the coin the coin system thing? That's still going to be in play. The only difference is with the virtual currency, you earn it for free. With the donations, it's more of supporting the channel. And I want to clarify one thing. Let's say you donate $5 to the channel. What's going to happen is, yes, you're supporting the channel, but $1 in terms of the coin system is 100 Yuki coin in the main channel. And here, it's going to be whatever I'm going to call it. So basically, I'm going to ask you, where do you want to put the incentives toward? Do you want to do a bid war or do you want to do the incentive? Whatever it is, you're going to put 500 into that. Okay? But keep in mind, there's a time limit. Okay? So that's the thing for that. We'll see what happens with this, though. I don't want to complicate things yet, just because. But yeah, we are back to this channel, and you might see your first look back at this channel today. I'm I'm looking at one ROM hack in particular I want to play. So yeah, we are back, folks. Welcome back to MarioYuuki. I'm excited to play more Mario ROM hacks for you guys. So the question is, do you want to see it live or do you want to see both? I'm definitely doing recorded stuff, but I might be back live too. We'll see. Okay? Let me know what you guys think. That's all for now. Welcome back, everybody, and I'll see you guys very soon when my first video on this channel returns to later today, possibly. Enjoy.